advanced technology.
Shaping the region's technology ecosystem.
Asia's biggest tech news and innovation.
Bringing you up-to-the-minute economic news whenever and wherever it happens. I'm Francine Lacqua in Sintra, Portugal, and this is Bloomberg.
1 2 1 2 1 2. All right.
We are moments away from the start of trading on this Wednesday. This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller. We're seeing another dull day in futures where S&P futures are down. There are red arrows really across the board, but there's just not a lot of movement here. 1/10, 0.2%. You hear the opening bell, and we've got a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange again. This is Big Bear AI. They went public via SPAC in 2021 and have lost 44% of their value since then. Down on the NASDAQ, you've got Chimera, which is, I guess, a biotech company that has done okay this year, up about 5% over the last 5 years. They've more than doubled, so a much happier investor base for sure. In terms of the stocks to watch, we're really focused today on retail earnings.
Absolutely, and there's a lot to talk about here. We have Target announcing a CEO change and an outlook. You add it all together, investors clearly on edge. The stock getting decimated at the opening bell, down about 10%. Lowe's a different story and an interesting one. Its earnings topped estimates, and the company also announced that it will buy foundation building materials for $8.8 billion in cash. Shares up about 4% or so. They're really focusing on the professionals here rather than the DIY set, and shareholders seem to like it. TJ Maxx, really interesting. They boosted their earnings outlook as discounts lure shoppers. Matt, you pointed out that that's the whole thing. That's the whole business model. What's really interesting is that you take a look over the past 5 years for this company, absolutely crushing it, up over 170% on a total return basis. Yeah, TJ Maxx actually beating out every other big clothing retailer I could put up against it. And the S&P 500. Yeah, doing very well. So I don't know who I would cross shop really with TJ Maxx. We were talking about Loehmann's. I'm not sure if that exists anymore. Yeah. Kohl's is a big loser compared to TJX, as is Nordstrom. So everything is very interesting.
Okay.
News there. Hertz is surging today on news that the car rental company will start selling pre-owned cars on Amazon Autos. You can see another 12%.
Could get a buy today on the S&P. Buy on the S&P looks possible. Zeno, money there, bro. How you doing? You good? How you been? I've been good, my bro. Yourself?
But they're trying to move past that now. They've sold that inventory. They're building up new inventory, and they are making a big deal about the fact that they don't just rent cars, they also sell them. And specifically, they're going to start selling them on Amazon Autos, which is
Nas has also pulled down quite a bit as well. We've got this daily area, this daily candle here. Could get a buy across the board. Could get a buy today. Dow Jones, after yesterday's push, we were able to get this little entry. Where is it? We were able to get this entry here yesterday. This here. I don't know what's going on with my mouse. Right, nice little pullback. Nice little buy, about 1 to 3, 3.5 RR. And then we ended up just slamming straight back down. So good thing I took pretty much all of my position right on this candle here. I was looking at this and I was like, this has got a chance to start coming down. So I just took it down, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see what's going on. Okay, cool. So, long story short, we basically played back down into the exact same area for Dow. So, you know, going for a buy today is also on the cards, you know. We didn't close beneath. I did think we'd come for Tuesday's low, but we didn't even come for Tuesday's low. So, we'll have to look at yesterday's high as a potential target, and obviously the swing high up above. So let's look at the lower time frames because we are moving a little bit as well. let's take a look at the S&P. Okay, so the S&P is not really in a rush to go anywhere, but I'm going to set some alerts for the S&P. For now, the S&P does look like it wants to come down. I'm good, bro. Your consistency is serious, my bro. I try. Yes, Ritesh, how you doing, my bro? You good? Ritesh in the house. Mr. Gold himself. As you guys should have probably realized, I've put gold on the back burner as of late. Yeah, I'm good, my bro. Thank you for asking. I've put gold on the back burner recently. Like this whole range from May all the way up to now, this whole summer period has just been chop. But to be honest, if you know, if you're looking at gold and you are trading it, like for example, look at last week. I think this was last week, right? Yeah, look at last week, Monday, Tuesday, yuck. Wednesday, yuck. Wednesday was a little bit better. Thursday, okay. So right, you know, we did, you know, manipulate London session we dropped. New York session we pulled back and then we end up dropping. So cool. Thursday was a cool day. And then Friday, another nasty day. Do you know what I mean? And then you look at the week prior, look at Friday, look at Thursday, look at these wicks. These are all wicks coming back to knock you out your trade at either a loss or break even. Right? Then you look at Wednesday. Cool, Wednesday, you know, you had a little move higher, so maybe you could have grabbed something small there. Tuesday looks semi-decent, you know, because we can see a nice move higher and then we kind of chilled. And then Monday just, actually, to be fair, there was a little move here in New York on a pullback. You could have caught a little buy, cool. But I'm not entertaining golds. Pardon me. I'm not entertaining gold when it's in this kind of condition at all. That's why I've been looking at the Dow a lot more recently. I'm not too sure if you guys have noticed the change. It's not forever. Once we head back into autumn, I'll go back to looking at gold. But summer periods, to be honest, summer periods I just chill, especially August. So we'll see what we got today on the Dow. This is a nice little pullback we had here. Continuation higher. Right, this morning, what have we just done? Just been rallying. Okay, cool. So I do want to see the Dow head higher today, but there isn't a clear setup as of yet. As usual, we're going to wait for the first 15 minutes to go by, and then we'll reassess and then see where we're at from there. Where's my glasses? Where have I put my glasses? What's going on with you guys? Anyone in any setups, any trades? I see gold's been moving nicely today. It's been a pretty strong buy, and I know someone has definitely been entertaining the gold buys. Let me know in the chat box. Let's have a chit chat. How you guys been? Anyone in gold? Anyone in any pairs or trades right now? Let me know, guys.
Interesting. We've been talking about the stake that they took in United Health. United Health has had a fantastic month. That's probably going to be eventually good news for Berkshire Hathaway as well. But let's take a look at some of the losers today. Nvidia is up at the top, and this is the problem. It's down 1%, but it's so big.
Nvidia's down. Rita says, I was in a buy, have a short setup for now. What's your short setup you got? You're looking at for gold? S&P looks pretty bearish to me, man. USD might just slam straight back down, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What are you using for your short setup? Is it a session play? Yeah, there is a session play in here for gold. This could be a short. Pardon me. Oops, it's the wrong one. There is a session play in here. Available. Oh, to be fair, yesterday morning that was the perfect entry using the session to go short. I think yesterday I went in for a little measly gold short. It was like a teeny tiny short. I think it was somewhere around here. But yeah, today we could get another short here for gold, you know, Ritesh. It's possible. It is possible. Am I really interested? No, not really. I'll be honest with you. I'm not interested in anything gold's got going on right now. Because here's the thing, right? This daily imbalance has been retested 28th of May, 29th of May, 30th of May, 27th of June. Was this 30th of June? We came back to it 30th of July, then 1st of August. It's like until this area actually, you know, pushes out of here, because realistically the range that we're kind of in is right here, right? Even if I want to move this down a lot more, right? So we got range low, range high. Okay, we keep playing inside of here. So the question you got to ask yourself is, do you really want to be a part of this? Because it will come with headache. You know, it will come with you potentially losing out on positions or trades not, you know, fulfilling, you know, oh no, what have I done? It will come with trades not fulfilling their true potential. XAU USD. What's this? Shorts. I've never seen this one before. What the hell is that? Anyways, was it a Wanda? Was it? Wasn't a Wanda? Forex.com. Yeah. Okay, so for me, I just don't want to entertain this. I don't want to entertain this at all. But you know, there's a few ways you can look at this, right? If I look at the line chart here, technically the weekly picture is bearish, right? Okay, so if we look from this low point, our lowest low, we had a high, high, low, high, high, low, low. So we broke beneath that low. So if we look at it from a swing perspective, yeah, we've retraced quite high, right? And there's potential for us to make a new lower low. Okay, then within the same breath, you head to the daily, right, and you look at this mess inside of here, right, and you try to work with the daily, right? So if we go from down here, low, low, high, 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 low, high, high, low, oh sorry, low, 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 high, high, low, high, 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 low, high, high, then we broke that low, so then we became bearish. Then we went lower high, high low, lower high, high low. Then we went, what is this? Is it the same? It's about the same. So we'll call that a lower high. And then we just about create a lower low. No, we didn't create a lower low. So realistically, this whole bit is still bearish as well on the daily. On the daily, this whole bit from this high point to this low point is still technically bearish on the daily, right? If we head to the H4, obviously, when you look at the H4 right now, because if we look at the current swing, we go to the lowest low, we go to the low high. So have we broken a high? Yes. Did we leave a huge imbalance behind? Yes. So technically on the H4, right, this is bullish. Long story short, gold is doing a lot right now. That's the long story short, right? So I'm not really interested in gold shenanigans right now, especially when there's other pairs that's going to give a slightly better time with less headache. So it looks like gold is pushing higher, the dollar is failing as well. Dollar's dropping lower. Okay. And yeah, not to even talk to you guys about the dollar as well. You know, the dollar is really, you know, fighting inside of this range here as well. You know, it wants to push up one moment, then it slams all the way back down. You know, so the dollar needs to make its mind up, because how I'm seeing this is, if the dollar starts to push through this level, this price level, and through here, then there's no other option for us to go for this high, right? So once we do come out of this range here and we start pumping, then we're going to have a lot easier time up here than we are going to have down here. So with that information being said, all I know is I'm going to wait for price to get into more prime areas. Okay, but like, we don't always need to fight the market. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? I just had an alert go off. What was it? Spoos. Yeah, S&P's coming down. Okay, so right now for Dow, I'm not seeing enough for Dow to execute on anything just yet. So we'll just go from there. Guys, if you're watching the stream right now, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel as well. Turn on that post notification. I do have a Discord, a free Discord, where we do talk about more setups outside of the stream. So if you guys are not inside the Discord, make sure you click the link in the description. I think it should be the first link. I'm not too sure, guys. It should be the first link, though. Or just read. I'm sure if you read, you'll see which one's the Discord. Okay, we got Gift in here. Money Day Gift. How you doing, my bro? Okay. Yes, I'm blessed, my bro. Thank you for asking. So right now for Dow, yeah, guys, there's not enough. We'll probably have to wait for the new hour. I'm just gonna set some alerts so that I can flick back to this when it's moving. To be honest with you guys, yeah, I'm thinking the Dow is gonna head down lower due to the S&P's price action. Okay, that's what I'm currently anticipating. Nasdaq's also been dropping as well. Because if we look at the S&P, especially on the M1, you can see we've had quite a clear sweep of these highs here, right? Come market open, we've pushed up, took out the high, we dropped down, took out this low, pulled back, low high, pulled back, lower low. If we go to the line chart, you see a little bit better, right? Pull back, lower high. That was an opportunity for an entry, and now I've created a lower low. So we may potentially get another pullback, right? Maybe potentially play into this 1 minute up candle. It might do, it might not do so, but obviously we're trying to forecast, and then we should get another lower low at some point. Okay, that will also coincide with Tokyo Sessions low as well. And to be honest, if this does keep heading down lower, then we'll have to look at much lower prices. You know, an easier target is going to be this low here if the S&P wants to come down, because I do think the S&P can push up higher overall, especially when you look at things on a daily. So it is midweek. So tomorrow we have, tomorrow we got initial jobless claims, manufacturing services PMI, and existing home sales. We've also got core retail sales, and Jerome Powell is speaking tomorrow. Sorry, on Friday. So that might be a slightly better day to trade tomorrow than today. Oh, there's FOMC minutes as well. Interesting. Okay. Nonetheless, guys, yeah, we're just watching price for now. Because if the Dow wants to be a short, we'll be able to find a short. So for now, we'll just watch. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is rejecting heavily. That's a really heavy rejection. Maybe this short is not going to be a bad idea for gold after all. Let me take a look at, wow, even G looks like a pretty decent short as well. EU does not look like a good short.
These tariff impacts are going to carry over into the first half of 26, just based on lead times and the timing of when tariffs are going into effect. And we think it's going to be a challenging next couple of quarters for specialty apparel.
All right, Paul, great to get some insight on these earnings from you. That is Paul Lejuez of Citi Research. And Matt, you mentioned Abercrombie and Fitch. Shares down 38% this year, but you think back to the past 2 years they had higher by
All right, let's take a look at what Bloomberg's saying.
69% higher in 2024. It feels like they did the turnaround, and now we're coming back.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm looking at the shares right now. Over the last 5 years, Abercrombie and Fitch is up 817%.
It looks like a meme stock.
Yeah, it absolutely confused me when I pulled it up. I put it against TJ Maxx, which is up 193%. Ross Stores up 80%. Burlington up 48%. But A&F, obviously, it's a very different store than those three. Up 817%, outperforming Urban Outfitters, which is up almost 300. So it's quadrupled, but
yeah,
Abercrombie just stomps it. Really interesting stuff.
The better comp would probably be American Eagle, but we know that American Eagle, the stock has been moving on a lot of different factors right
I didn't even know it still existed.
American Eagle?
That was like when I was a kid.
I bought
when people were listening
two pairs of jean shorts there 2 weekends ago.
Shorts, huh?
Yeah, they're back.
I didn't know that was a thing either. Well,
anyway.
Interesting.
We should probably talk about
Maybe
AI.
I'll get some.
Yeah, maybe. Let's talk about AI next, because AI deals powering a turnaround at Oracle and making Larry Ellison the second richest person in the world. We'll talk about that next. This is Open Interest.
All right, we're moving lower. S&P's just keeps dropping and dropping. Now, okay, if we, tell ourselves or look at this like this is going to be a short, right? First things first is, where would we get out, right? Or where would our target be? Target 1 is last night's Tokyo session low. Then we've got Tuesday's low as target 2, okay? Then we've got Friday's low as target 3, okay? Now this is a short where we end up, continuing to drop lower. Like, to be honest, do I think we will? No, I don't think we will. But we have to play with what market is giving us at the moment, okay? So right now, I'm just trying to see a little something on the lower time frame. And so far, this is what I'm seeing. Right, we've had the high of the session open. We've had a drop. We've had a pullback. We've had a test. Right, of the highest up candle. We've had a drop down lower. Okay, we've made a low ever so slightly. Was that an equal low? That looks like an equal low to me. Let me see. Yeah, so we made this equal low here. We pulled back. Alright, this was the candle that mitigated this one. Mitigate there, we dropped lower. So now what I'm looking at, or starting to understand, shall I say, is there's a good chance that we may get a pullback, right? If we get a pullback to test this 5-minute up candle, there is a slight opportunity here. As you can see to the right over here, S&P just keeps dropping. Right, because if we look at this 5-minute candle here as well, this is the engulfing candle play as well. Right, look at the prior candle. What did the candle do? It took out the high, right, of the prior candle, and has engulfed the body of the prior candle. So usually, what usually happens is we tend to see the next candle continue in the exact same direction, right? So with that being said, if we just set this out, it looks like we've got a potential 1 to 3.
But the Dow Jones Industrial Average holding steady with all cyclical and industrials on it.
30-second chart here as well. We just had a pullback here. I don't think we're going to get a pullback, guys. S&P is about to take out that low as well.
to the gains that we've seen over the last 5 years, that stock has tripled. Intel, like the curse of the cover, as soon as we start talking about how well it has been doing, it's off 6%, and Oracle, which we're going to talk about right now, also down 2 1/3%, Katie.
Yeah, well, it's a down.
It's really dropping.
Oracle shares, they've risen about 40% year to date. You think about why, and a lot of it has to do with the tech giants' change in fortunes, and they've been powered by major deals with AI heavyweights NVIDIA and OpenAI. Bloomberg tech reporter Brody Ford joins us right now. So there's those deals for sure, but there's also Larry Ellison's change of heart in general when it comes to the cloud unit of this company.
All right, we'll be patient.
2008, Ellison is on stage.
We'll be
saying
patient.
The cloud is gibberish. I'm not sure we really want to be in this business. And because for a long time, Oracle made money by selling its famous database and installing it right on your servers. And so they didn't want this business model where you're selling computing power over the internet.
60
and Oracle
points.
is kind of this wayward,
It's quite a bit.
you know, tech giant of a previous generation, and that's really changed in the last couple of years with the AI boom.
So who are his biggest customers? I mean, what is, where's the money coming from, feeding into Oracle and helping the shares rise, and Larry Ellison's bank account as well?
So yeah, I mean, Oracle, it's going to be that OpenAI is on track to be the largest customer by far, right? It's going to be that, you know, cloud infrastructure will be the largest portion of the business. And that's because earlier this year, we saw at the White House, they had the, Larry Ellison was standing there.
Stargate meeting.
Yeah, the Stargate meeting. And so the question now for Oracle is, can they fulfill on all this? We have some details on how they are making some very drastic steps to try to build out big data centers quicker than have ever been done before. And so the jury is still out on whether they can fully
Everything's dumping. Look at Nas.
It's a great story. And
Nasdaq is a much easier sell, guys.
Brody Ford from Bloomberg
Look at that. Nasdaq's been a sell whole session. Even from New York, Nas has been a short.
Man in the world. Coming up in the next hour, strategist Matt Maley joins us from Miller Tabak. Morgan Stanley economist Sarah Wolf, plus the CEO of Udemy on AI impacting the next generation of workers, finding it may be tough.
Bitcoin must be dropping as well. Yeah, Bitcoin is dropping as well. That was a really nice sell yesterday, man. Really nice yesterday. Sell yesterday on Bitcoin. I was not looking at it at all, but this play here, oh, literally, that's that type of play where, you know, you frame it, you know. That's that type of play. When you see it, you go, okay, I wouldn't say all in because that's not a great thing to say, but this type of play here, you got these smooth tops, you've had price push through it, okay, so liquidity above that has been gone. You have this structural low, we broke beneath it. This pullback, short. You know, you should be slapping down at least 10 shorts, you know, cover the candle's wick high. Easy target is Tokyo's low, right? If you want to go for 1 to 2, I'm not gonna lie, guys, put 5 to 10% down. 5 to 10% of your total account size down on a trade like this. 5 to 10% minimum, in my opinion, anyways. Right? Because look, even when you look at the 1 minute, if you weren't sure where to enter, like all of this here is entries, right? All of these are entries, and even when you start to see price go, this pullback, sell, pullback, sell, pullback, sell. You know, you don't have to get that perfect entry here, but yeah, yesterday was really nice. But let's not look to the past, let's look to the future. What's done's done. Gold's pushing, man. It's 15-minute candle. Let's see.
Do you ever hire English majors or history majors, or you only hire STEM majors?
To be honest with you guys, I'm not interested in gold at all, so I apologize for my gold traders. I love looking at gold religiously, but I've been around long enough to know which seasons to trade certain pairs.
You say to them, you're very good, but go to business school, or you say, don't go to business school because you're very good at what you do?
So I didn't go to business school, and I think that the markets are a great business school. So It's a, we don't encourage people to go to business school. We encourage them to take the CFA. That's a good way to get more technical trading. If it was something that they feel they wouldn't be complete without going to business school, there have been people who've done nicely with us who've wanted to go, but that's been more the exception.
Good morning. This is Bloomberg Surveillance.
Welcome back to the opening trade.
Watch Bloomberg Tech.
This is the Asia trade.
This is Wall Street Week.
Welcome to Balance of Power.
This is Bloomberg Television.
Bringing you up-to-the-minute geopolitical news wherever and whenever it happens. I'm Anne-Marie Hardern in Alberta, Canada, and this is Bloomberg.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Stacey Lynn. There's a massive storm heading up the eastern seaboard.
Even though Hurricane Aaron is expected to remain well off the east coast, mandatory evacuation orders are in place for some of North Carolina's barrier islands. Joe Duva and his family have decided to ride out the storm at a vacation rental in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina.
We're all hoping and praying for the best.
All right, we're getting a slight push up here.
And keep it going.
Aaron is generating
slight push up.
the threat
Okay.
of rip currents from Florida all the way to the Maine-Canada border. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Texas state lawmakers are expected to vote today on a controversial plan to redraw
Yo,
congressional
DXY's got to
districts.
push up, man.
CBS's Omar Villafranca is in Austin.
President Trump has pushed for the redistricting to help build a more favorable political landscape in next year's midterms. Republicans are expected to approve the new map.
Anyways, let's see if we can't catch a little move here on Dow
The new map will
together.
take 5 seats that are currently held by Democrats and turn them into Republican-leaning districts. A historic meeting could happen soon between the Russian and Ukrainian presidents, but some Republican lawmakers are expressing concern about how President Trump's been dealing with Vladimir Putin. North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis says,
He is tapping us along. And I hope that people just stand up and recognize he's a liar, he's a thug, he's a murderer, he's a rapist. He needs to
Whoa.
And CBS News has
Trump
confirmed
is
both
a
sides
liar, a
among
thug, and a
the cities
rapist.
being
That's
considered for
crazy.
face-to-face talks.
Did you guys hear that?
The Israeli military says it will call up 50,000 reservists as it plans a new phase of the war, occupying Gaza City. The BBC's Yolande Nell.
We've had an Israeli military official confirming that the call-up of these tens of thousands of reservists will take place in the coming weeks, that other reservists will have their terms of service extended, and of course there are active duty soldiers who will be involved in this Gaza City operation as well.
Okay.
Vicky Barker reports there's some new hope
Pulling
for people
back.
whose sense of smell isn't what it once was.
South Korean researchers had
Alright, so this is the area I'm looking at, yeah?
decreasing concentrations, meaning the smells were fainter each time.
There is a
Starting out, their average
potential
score was just under
for
10,
us to
with
not
possible
come this high,
16, but after their
right?
ratings
But then
were
there's also a
closely
potential for us to
stimulated
just
radio
blow
waves
through.
set to a specific
Obviously, this depends
frequency.
on
Their scores rose to a near
current price
perfect
action of the
15.8.
Dow Jones and also
lasted up
where
to
the
a
S&P is as
Those
well.
researchers say they want to see now if this same technique could even work for those who
So
lost
let's
their
see.
sense of smell entirely. Well, Wall Street's open for business.
But
Dow
we'll
is up
start taking
43
short here.
points in early trading. Nasdaq is down 212. This is CBS News.
Let's see, eh?
Remember when Elon Musk was talking about forming the America Party?
The Wall Street Journal reports Elon Musk is pumping the brakes on his plan to start a new political party. The paper says Musk has told allies he wants to focus on his companies and maintain ties with Vice President J.D. Vance as a possible MAGA movement successor. The two have stayed in touch since Musk left the administration, and starting a political party could damage that relationship. The Journal says Musk has told people he'd consider using some of his wealth to back Vance if he runs for president in 2028. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The Air Guitar World Championships kick off today in Finland. The best air shredders wear wild costumes while rocking out with their imaginary guitars. Last year's winner, he jammed out to Nickelback to win the grand prize, which was a custom-made flying Finn guitar. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
This is Bloomberg Intelligence with Paul Sweeney.
The real outperformance has been the U.S. corporate
Boy.
IPO. These are two big-time.
I don't like the look of Nas taking out its low. S&P looks like wants to take out its low as well.
Corporate news from across the globe.
Our view is that the economy is slowing down.
Doesn't look like we'll probably get a pullback up here, you know.
Quantum computing and AI are going to power the future.
People are just buying everything with tech.
Bloomberg Intelligence with Paul Sweeney.
The thing is, I'm not interested in entering anywhere except for up here. Right, or even here, like 44.95.3, yeah. Let me see what gold's doing. Gold's chilling. Gold's a bit of a 50-50, guys, you know.
The next 2 hours, Alexis, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Gold might blow through this area, but there's also reasons to short gold from here.
Selling in the marketplace. We'll get to that in just a moment with the stocks on the move. Ryan Valesteca, Bloomberg Equities reporter, will give us the latest on the tech stocks, kind of rolling over here in the last couple of days. Again, about a 1.5% sell-off in the NASDAQ here today. We'll break it all down. Chris Condon, Bloomberg Federal Reserve team leader, on this strange story. President Trump demands the Federal Reserve's cook quits as Pulte seeks mortgage probe. So some more pressure by the president on members of the Federal Reserve. We'll have that reporting as well. Rebecca Walzer, president of Walzer Wealth, will get her sense of the markets. Deb Aitken's going to join us, Bloomberg Intelligence. She's over there in London. She covers all things luxury. So we'll break down some earnings from Estee Lauder and how's the world of luxury doing. Always wonder about that kind of good stuff. So a lot to come to over the next couple of hours. Let's kick it off.
Yeah, we're just going to drop.
All right, after that tech sell-off that we saw yesterday that sent the NASDAQ down about 1.5%.
I'm going to take a very small position on Dow.
Again, in fact, they're the worst performing stock in the S&P 500, right now down 2.4%. If Target shares slumping, Wall Street was hoping for
I've taken a short right here.
Instead, they got
my stop is here.
Target maintaining its full-year guidance. Lowe's second quarter adjusted earnings per share.
Okay, and I'm going to target, we'll try target
Christine's going to have
a 1-to-1.
In just a minute. Meantime, Lori
1-to-2s for the low, okay.
Doesn't see much more upside to stocks.
Guys, if you're going to take this position, obviously make sure it's a very small one, because this entry is really, really poor.
Fundamentals, and we do think a lot of the good news for 2026 that
it is a
people
poor
are
entry.
anticipating is already baked in.
But market is kind of unwilling to head higher, so I'm going to take that position for now. Looking at the 4-hour candles as well, these wicks, they look pretty bearish. So yeah, if anyone wants to jump into that with me, I feel more than free to do so.
That is a decline of 1.4% right now. Bloomberg reporter Dina Shanker writes that it's a...
If you don't want to, that's fine too. There's no stress.
And Alexis,
you know the vibes.
Serving up an almost endless stream of new menu items, including the Big Cheez-It Tostada and Big Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme. Don't ask me how many calories. The latest financial reports show Taco Bell doing more than just staying afloat. They're zooming past the competition with these offerings. The Spicoli effect, remember that? We check the markets for you all day right here on Bloomberg Radio. I'm John Tucker. That's your Bloomberg Business Flash. Oh, Alexis, you know how far back I go with Alexis Christoforous?
Go.
Oh, brother.
It's a few years.
It's a few
Just
years.
a few. We'll leave it at
It's
that.
like a reunion in
I mean,
the
you
studio.
guys are veteran broadcasters. That's the way to put it for our listenership, right?
We've worked everywhere and worked with everyone.
That's a dangerous word, Paul.
That's right. Legendary. All right, John Tucker, thank you so much. We appreciate that. As John was just reporting, selling out there in the marketplace led by the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Alexis Christophorus. And we're joined by Bloomberg's Christine Aquino. Christine, what are you looking at?
Well, John Tucker mentioned it, so let's talk about it.
We are stretching lower on the Dow.
Down today, so down currently 8%. So pairing some of those opening bell losses, but as John Tucker mentioned,
because I don't think we're gonna come back for the Dow.
CEO who's going to be next CEO.
I'm looking at the 30-minute.
And you know, the reaction is really.
You know, it's like if we look at this most recent half-hour candle, look,
but the announcement, quote,
we've closed the imbalance, and that was enough for us to start moving lower. So I'm going to say maybe this half-hour candle can engulf this low here. That's why I entered. And also on the M5, there is a chance for a slight pullback here as well. So if we get that, we can double down there.
I would take that personally.
Yeah. We can look to double down somewhere around here. Why did I pick that low? Because obviously, well, it's not obvious, but the candle does start from there.
Which is a lesson there. Always be nice.
All right, so I'm gonna look from there.
And also take those internships seriously.
I'm gonna take a regular 3% risk.
Lows.
Yeah, let's talk about lows.
From here.
LOW, that's having a better day today. Shares
cover that higher.
Well, slightly less than 1%.
What is that?
At one point, it was more than
say 80 points.
And we have an M&A deal again. Lows agreeing to buy
1 to 2.
building materials for $8.8 billion in
cool.
cash.
I think we can get it. I think we can try to get that.
370 locations in the U.S. and Canada, and $6.5 billion in sales last year. So the analyst reaction to this acquisition very positive. Citi called
that
it
is so strange. Why does
and is a pivot in capital allocation strategy. And of course, the good news also from Lowe's from their
stop moving?
Adjusted EPS.
There we go.
Now I like your next stock that you're watching.
I'm very excited about this.
I've never heard this one.
Pop Mart.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, POPMF. Those shares popping today. They were up earlier, 18%. That was the biggest gain since early June. Bearing a little bit now, just up 12% at the moment. And so Pop Mart, they're really known for their Labubu dolls. Right?
Say that fast 5 times.
Yes.
Labubu.
These lot over there just busting jokes.
What are they like?
It depends
talking
on
about
whether you get
Labubus.
the limited edition ones, John. The thing is that they're hard to find, and that's the joy of it. But you know, like celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Brad Pitt, very much into this.
60,
and so the
62, let's say 70 points.
A new mini Labubu.
70 points will be about there.
And still our hearts.
This little doll has been their cash cow for the first half of 2025.
So if we put
it
stop
led to a
loss there.
4% increase on year-on-year revenue. And to see Wang Ning,
all right, cool. So we're gonna give that a go.
20 billion yuan, that's the equivalent to
It is a little bit on the risky side, but
he says that 30 billion
let's
yuan
work with what
is
we've
quite-
got. If price does push up higher, right, I'm gonna take that position, that original position from up here. But from looking at this, I don't think we will come all the way back up here. So that's why I'm taking the position from here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
If we do, then fine. But
from
what I'm seeing now,
on the tariffs list.
Who's there?
we just have to wait and see.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's just they just compete against general
80
other makers,
points.
I think so, yeah. But I think they
about
really
here.
hit it big with this particular one
Alright.
that just reached cult status.
Ooh, that wick looks really ugly.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this thing. It says.
Let's see here.
I don't know what we're looking at, dollars or what here. $54 billion market cap. I'm not sure if it's dollars or yuan.
Or yuan.
Yeah. All right, very good. So we'll do that. We'll do the Labubu dolls. But again,
That wick looks really wicked.
They are, yeah, and they've become a bit of a status symbol as well.
Okay, so this is something kids are collecting because it's more expensive.
No, it started with kids, but then it very quickly ballooned into an adult craze.
I see them walking around the city here. People have them dangling off their bags.
Yeah. It's the new. It's probably like you could liken it to Beanie Babies.
Gold's chilling as well.
That's a good comparison. Don't underestimate the power of the Labubu.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, Christina Aquino. We appreciate
Let's see
that,
what
Christina Aquino,
Bitcoin's
managing
doing.
editor for Markets
Bitcoin looks like
Live.
it'll keep
And
coming
if you want
down,
more
guys.
conversations like this, subscribe to our new Stock Movers Report. Listen
All
for
right.
5-minute audio reports on the biggest winners and losers in the stock market. Subscribe to Stock Movers on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or
I've
anywhere
entered
you listen. I tell you a story just kind
one
of
more short here on US 30.
It's got a green B, means Bloomberg News is
Let's see how that
breaking this.
does.
Citi investigates
Can't even put
HR
a stop on
complaints
this.
against
What is
wealth
that
head
stop?
Andy Sieg. Citigroup has hired law firm
40.
Paul Weiss to investigate complaints about the
44.
behavior of the bank's wealth management chief,
997.
Andy Sieg, who was brought on by Chief Executive
Take
Officer
profit.
Gina Fraser as a high-profile
Let's
hire
do
to drive a key part of her turnaround.
44.
And one of the reporters on this story joins us now in our Bloomberg
800?
Interactive Broker Studio, Todd Gillespie,
I think that should
Bloomberg
work.
Finance reporter. Todd, talk to us about what's happening over at Citigroup with their wealth management chief, Andy Sieg. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Sieg is correct, yeah. Yeah,
What's
exactly. I mean, well, what we do know is that, so Andy Sieg,
Okay, so that's a decent
ran
amount of risk.
for Bank of America's wirehouse for 6
What do we
years,
have
came
here?
on in 2023 to turn around the wealth business at Citigroup, which was ailing. It was a key priority for
If we
Jane
put
Fraser's
that there,
turnaround of, Wall Street
I need a
sustainability.
slightly more aggressive entry on
Wall
this.
He
But
has been there for
the
just over
5-minute
2
looks
years.
a lot better
But in
now,
that
especially
time,
with that
he
prior
has
candle
formed
closure.
several,
I
really
like this
lead
next
six
candle
managing
to be
directors,
bearish, but
complaints
we'll
about
see
his
how that
behavior,
goes, yeah.
particularly his treatment of
Price
senior
action is
female
looking a
executives,
lot
including
better now.
Ida Liu, who left the bank
We
after
also do
18
have this
years
2-minute
in
candle
January.
added here as well.
Some of you might remember that. It was quite a sudden departure. And also towards
Let's just
one of
work
the
with what we
current-
got right now.
his behavior towards one of the
Got a
current
decent amount of risk on.
direct reports who runs the Wealth at Work business there, a
So
woman named Kristen
this
Bitterly.
should bring in some bacon.
Now, this type of behavior, it's just it's
S&P's
not
dropping as well. That's
more
good
than reading a
news.
story, it's more just
Nasdaq's dropping as
whether he
well.
speaks to them or maybe it speaks
Bitcoin
of
should
them
be
or just
dropping
his
as
behavior.
well.
It's not necessarily
Yeah,
any
Bitcoin is
central
also
type thing.
dropping.
As far as we know now, it's more his management.
All
style,
right.
perhaps?
Precisely, yeah.
Let's
we call
go.
it there's intimidating behavior.
Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it.
Which there, we know about him reducing a male managing director. to 2
I'm going to set some more alerts across the board, and then we're going to work from there. Obviously, guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far and you haven't dropped a like on the stream, I don't know what you're doing, but you better drop a like on the stream.
And his COO, a man called Valentin Valdrabano, directing.
I mean, usually gold and the indices don't usually do the same thing. So I'll be a little bit surprised if gold comes down and the indexes come down as well. Ritesh, are you in gold shorts or not?
Improved returns. What was his style, if you will, under that wealth division?
Yeah, absolutely, and it is important to note that Citigroup appear to be standing by him. They do note that he's really improved profitability at the bank. The second quarter revenue, was a record. And he's really done that by essentially moving the unit's focus away from what was quite a lending-intensive, balance sheet-heavy private bank focus towards, I guess, more of a wirehouse style, you might say, like Merrill Lynch, where he, basically grew up in the business. He's focused on attracting investment assets into the business and reducing that dependence, on the balance sheet at the bank. And that seems to have paid dividends.
Todd, great reporting here by you and Emily Flitter. And folks, check this out on the terminal. Great reporting here by Bloomberg News on Citi, and we'll have more reporting on that. All right, folks, that was Todd Gillespie from Bloomberg News. Get the latest news whenever you want it, folks. Coming up, we'll have more. Chris Condon, Bloomberg Federal Reserve team leader. He's going to talk to us about President Trump was calling for another Fed executive to step down. We'll get the latest reporting on that. More coming up. This is Bloomberg.
Alright, we might have to sit through some turbulence here. We're just literally twerking back and forth. See, that 5-minute candle took out the low. However, if we close like this, it's not really great. Closures in 2 minutes. Okay. I mean, I'll tell you what, guys. It's not in our hands anymore. You feel me? It's not in our hands anymore, boy. So whatever happens, happens. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Gold chopping. Dun 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 dun. All right. Let's see what the NAS does. To be honest, this looks like it's gonna pull up a lot higher. My only thing is, I don't think if the S&P does pull back to, let's say, around this general area, I don't think this high will be intact for the Dow. I don't think it will hold. We might have to try and short this again from higher. And then if that short doesn't work, well, ladies and gents, we're calling it a day, because that would be literally me done. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, is this a CFD or is it cash? Boy, that entry is so crisp. This must be a CFD. Because that entry is too good. Okay. We're holding. US 30 is holding a little bit. See Nasdaq as well. Okay, this will be a close one, guys. We just gotta let whatever happens, happens, man. Anyone in any pairs, any positions right now? Let me know in the chat box, guys.
24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, Bloomberg Television, and the Bloomberg Business app. This is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
And I'm John Tucker in the Bloomberg Newsroom with this Bloomberg Business Flash. And we're being brought to you by Oracle. Attention growing businesses. Oracle is offering to cut your current cloud bill in half if you move to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. This is for new U.S. customers with minimum financial commitments. See if your company qualifies at oracle.com/Bloomberg. The sell-off in tech, that continues today after yesterday's 1.5% decline in the NASDAQ. The gauge of the Magnificent Seven stocks, the Bloomberg gauge, right now down 2%. Worst performing stock in the S&P 500 belongs to Target right now. It is down just over 8%. They picked an insider to be the new CEO. Investors wanted an outsider. Target also missed expectations. And then you had another retailer, TJ Maxx parent, TJX, raising its full-year earnings guidance. TJX shares right now, they are up close to 5%. And then better than expected margins helped Lowe's beat estimates for the second quarter. They also
Gift says, not me, it wasn't a gold short, but hit SL, so calm now. Still on demo as well. I'm being very, very busy, so not traded loads. Yeah, you don't need to right now. Trust me. Just wait for the autumn. Wait for summer to be over. I'll be honest with you. Just wait for summer to be over. Just wait for summer to be over. You'll get your opportunities. Don't worry about it. Much cleaner price action too. We're currently around entry, so Gift, if you want to try take this on your demo, this little Dow short.
Right, JT, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Alexis Christophorus.
Obviously, if you want to, I don't know if you're journaling your demo or whatnot. So
streaming live on YouTube as well. So go find that internet thing and search for Bloomberg Podcast.
I'm in this.
You'll find us. How about this? President Donald
I'm
Trump
in this.
today
I currently
called
have,
Federal
what is
Reserve
this?
Cook to resign
2,
after Federal Housing
3.
Finance Agency Director Bill Pulte
So
urged
that'll
an
be what?
investigation of Cook's mortgages. That kind of came out
Yeah,
of
I've
nowhere,
got
but let's break it
4% on
down
this right
with
now.
Chris
Yeah,
Condon. He's a Federal Reserve team leader for Bloomberg News.
4% risk.
He's down
Yeah,
there in Washington, D.C. Chris, what do we know about this story that's just kind
I've
of developed
got
this morning
a
with
decent
tweet from
amount
the
of
president?
risk, an okay amount of risk on this. So
Sure. Well, it broke last night.
I do think
Bill
it
Pulte,
can
as
play
we
out,
said,
but we'll see.
has referred Governor Lisa Cook
You know how the
to
markets are
Justice
sometimes.
Department, urging them
You just got to
to
keep sitting there.
investigate her for potential mortgage
Yes,
fraud.
Mark. What's happening, my bro? How are
He
you doing? You good? You good? You good?
that, among other things, Cook has multiple mortgages out on which she has listed
Okay.
properties as her primary.
I mean, gold short is not a bad
doing
idea.
so
The
to
dollar
learn
is
how to
continuing to push
secure
up higher.
preferential
GU is
mortgage
dropping.
and
It's
so
not a
for
bad
some
idea, man.
products, and to do it for more than
But
one
I'm not
property
looking
at
at
the
gold
same
right now,
time,
so.
of course, would be inappropriate. We do not know.
Come
anything
on,
about
Dow.
veracity
You're gonna
of
give me
these
something.
allegations. They did provide some
Put an alert there.
documentation that has yet to be
Put an
stood
alert
up
here as well.
completely. But it's serious allegations.
Are you in any positions, Mark, at the
and
moment?
Trump has quickly followed with this
Ooh.
call for
Let me
Cook
take a look at the 30
to
seconds.
resign. So
Ooh,
taken in a
30 seconds
vacuum,
chart looks
these
really good, you
serious
know? That little
allegations,
pullback there.
if true, would be something seriously
Ooh.
inappropriate. But of course, it does
Maybe I should
not
add another
exist
2%, you
in
know?
a vacuum. The administration has been making similar
Trying to get busy,
accusations
boys.
against other
Boys and
Democrats,
girls.
Democratic appointees. The same accusation was made against Senator Paul Schiff, California, and against New York's Attorney General Letitia James.
You were in a
Seems to be
short two
part
for
of a
gold and you got
systematic
stopped out.
approach to dig up
Typical gold, man.
allegations of impropriety.
And imagine gold ends up,
what you
you
might
know,
say
hitting your
are
target to
political
begin with in the
enemies.
first place.
In this case, it's a Fed
That'll be
governor
very
who
irritating.
has stood with the Fed chair in resisting the president's calls for lower interest rates at the central bank. So taken into context, it's quite a remarkable development and is a major escalation of the White House's criticism of an attack on the Federal Reserve.
And Chris, certainly a resignation by Cook would create another opening, right, on the Fed board for President Trump to continue to shape this Federal Reserve. You mentioned this is a tactic they've used before with other high-profile Democrats. Do you think it's going to work this time?
Well, it all comes entirely down to whether
All
they
right.
can back up the allegations.
I'm gonna.
The evidence,
I do want to cover one of my
we have
positions
yet to
here.
hear from Governor Cook. On
I
this
really
from
do
the
want to cover
Federal
one of my
Reserve.
positions.
They have so far
Because I would not like it if Dow
we
came all
really
the way
have
back
to
up
just
here again.
wait that out, see which side can either
Like,
stand up the allegations or
I want
put
this
them
little
down.
move down to
But you're
continue
right.
through.
If this does
That would
end
be
up
a lot better.
in a
Put that down there.
departure from the Fed, Governor Cook, and I'm not saying that's likely.
S&P's
at all,
not doing
but if it
much.
were to
Nasdaq's
result
not
in
doing
that,
much.
it would
Come on, the
create an
Dow.
opportunity for President Trump to nominate
Come on,
a
Dow.
new person,
You love to move,
presumably
man.
someone who would align with his views on monetary policy.
Let me
Just
get
as he's
Bloomberg
doing
off.
in filling
Bloomberg's not
a
really.
vacancy
These lot are
that
not really
exists
saying
right now.
much.
Governor Adriana Kugler
Where is it?
unexpectedly resigned early. Now her term was.
Thank you, no thank you. Let me put on some copyright-free music. Nah, let me use YouTube. All right, so we're coming down. We're coming down there on the Dow. That's good. That's tough. Hey guys, for this year, next year, yeah, one of my goals was to do side missions. Just so that you guys are aware, I'm doing random side quests. First on the agenda, It's to learn to play the drums. So that's what I'm doing right now in my free time. Okay, cool. Let's get some fire in the chat. Right, let's go risk free on this. Let me put some music on. Copy. Right, free music. I don't want YouTube to come for me, bro. Lo-fi. If I really want lo-fi, I want something. I don't know. How am I feeling right now? I wouldn't even mind some drum and bass right now, you know, guys. Old school dubstep. Anyways, so let's see what we're looking at right now. We're looking nice. Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do is go. What's this? 16565. Okay, so I've moved the SL for this entry, right, and I've put it right above this candle's high. So obviously for you lots, depending on which broker you are with, these numbers right on the side is going to be slightly different than what it says here, right? So I'm just going to tell you the candle, and then wherever that price is on your chart, you can just move it above there. Let's post this up in the Discord. Let's get some fire in the chat, boys. All right, cool. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. I don't Let me turn this off for you guys.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways.
So, let's wait for the beat to drop. Cool, is gold pushing? Yep. Yeah, usually I don't really ever see gold doing the exact same thing as the stock market. It's usually opposite. Alright, so this low here, I can't lie guys, I do want to take a position off once we take out this low here. And we'll see if we can take out Thursday's low. Gift says, yo, seems like myself, Mark, British were all on gold shorts. Yeah, I think you guys were all short in gold. To be honest, I understand why you guys were short in gold. It did look like a decent short, especially where it was. So maybe next time, your next trade, you should be able to get it. So what am I thinking now? Let's move this to the side a bit. If this is to continue lower, yeah, low key, we will probably get a pullback here. But I don't want us to push. You know what? Let me just make this yellow so that's easier to see. I don't want to see us push above here. Alright. I don't want to see us push above there. Nasdaq, S&P, where could S&P pull back to? It's not clear for the S&P. But yeah, what we don't want to see, right, is this basically pull all the way back up to entry again. That would be rather annoying. If it does, it does, innit? So I think we can just drop off from the foot of this candle as well. I think we can. But let's see. So we've hit that first target. I don't like the price action. Low, lower high, low, low, lower high, low, low. Please message me. Ooh, this is kind of tough, you know. Let me turn this up. Turn it up my headphones.
We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days.
I love the way a second ago we looked good to come down, and now we're turning around. This doesn't look good. It looks like we will probably push through this area. We need, what time is it? Okay, so new half-hour candle and new 15-minute candle started. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Half-hour candle as well. We might have to just sit through this next half hour, you know, because it's highly unlikely that we're gonna leave this equal low behind. Like this low that we just left, I think it's highly unlikely. I think even if we do get a push up, it would make more sense for price to push through this low and then be a buy, if it's a buy, for example, right? So I like my chances here, man. I'm gonna leave it. Obviously, make sure this position is risk free. This position here is still open, just in case this one gets taken out. I like what the S&P is doing here. It looks conducive for profit. You know, this looks like we're gonna pull back and then continue dropping. Let's see how it goes.
If what's for dinner is the question, then my truffle butter chicken thighs is the answer.
Alright, that one position has been taken. Cool. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna leave the other positions running, and we'll see how that goes. That's pulling back a lot more than what I thought it would. And do you know what the annoying thing is, yeah, guys? What I don't want to keep doing is re-entering. and re-entering and re-entering and re-entering. You know, for example, if we took the short from up there and then we went risk-free, this whole time we wouldn't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Even though price is pulling back and whatnot, you just kind of leave it do its thing. And then sometimes you get situations like this where price hits your break even and then starts moving in the opposite direction. You know what I mean? That too is very annoying. Oh, I like S&P's 5-minute candle. Oh, dun 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 dun. Can't make this up, man. Anyways, guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. If you're new, subscribe to the channel as well, especially the liking. That does help with the YouTube algorithms. And also, if you would like to get more information, join the community. Link to my free Discord is in the description box down below if you're not already in there. Might take a sell on BTC, says Mark. That is not a bad idea. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Bitcoin, what a turnaround. Yo. I'll be careful with that short there, Mark. But if you feel it, you feel it. I don't like how it's taking out Tokyo's low. Instead of it, you know, giving a small reaction, it's giving pretty much a reaction straight back up to London sessions highs. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. I'll be honest with you. But if you have a setup for it, shoot your shot. You know what I mean? Obviously, this low here, 112 is going to be a very key low. Is it 112? Let's just say, yeah, let's just say 112. 112 is going to be a very key level. See how that does. Can't believe Bitcoin went to all-time highs and then just turned straight back around. Dow, man. Why are you doing me like this? I'm gonna enter Dow again, guys. It's literally just bamboozling me. See, now the R&R is all messed up, man. It is what it is. Target the low. How much is that? R&R is messed up. Alright, we'll just take what we can get. Alright, let's see if we can get that. Just take everything off the table at that point. And send a lot for it.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
Guys, Mother Nature's calling. I wanted to lock this off at 4, but Mother Nature's calling. So guys, thank you for joining me on today's stream. No, I'm joking. Let me stop messing around. Okay, so thank you for joining me on today's stream, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining me. I will update you inside of Discord. Other than that, money day. If any of you were able to enter the US 30 trades with me, well done, and you're welcome in advance. And I'll give you any updates on any other pairs that look somewhat decent. You know, we're in a really funny place right now in the markets. You know, pairs are in prime areas to turn around and give us a reversal, but it's definitely taking its time to do so. Obviously, Trump has become less volatile as of lately. You know, he's not he's not doing the most right now. You know, there's other things that's going on which is definitely slowing down markets. So you've kind of got to bear all of these factors in mind, you know. Other than that, money day, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be a pretty good day to look at markets as well. Peace and blessings.